Hi, welcome to Bookie. Today we will unlock the book Self-Directed Behavior, Self-Modification for Personal Adjustment. Many of us have had experiences like these. You are determined to lose weight, but after years of shouting slogans, you still haven't succeeded. Or you want to quit smoking, but fail over and over again. You make up your minds to get up early in the morning to run and exercise every day, but this plan only lasts for 2 days. We make a lot of plans for change, but we rarely stick to them. What's the problem? Many people believe that weak willpower is the reason why we fail, but this explanation is incomplete. This book tells us that willpower is not a fixed factor in our psychological mechanism. The situation we are in has a more significant impact on our ability to persist in a behavior. Therefore, we can influence our behavior by changing the situation we are in and thereby achieve our goals. This book covers topics such as how to manage time, how to fight depression, how to lose weight, and how to quit smoking. It reveals that learning a new skill or changing one's misbehavior starts with correctly recognizing the situation, then setting realistic goals, changing behaviors, and finally continuously reinforcing the results. The book was authored by 2 renowned psychologists, David L. Watson and Roland G. Tharp. Watson is a fellow of the American Psychological Association. His textbook Psychology: What It Is, How to Use It, Social Psychology Science and Application, and Learning Skills for College and Life have been well received by students around the world. Tharp is an outstanding American psychologist, educator, and writer whose research focuses on human development, psychotherapy, social psychology, education, and culture. Let us now unlock the essence of this book in 3 parts, which represents the 3 steps to self-directed behavior change. Part 1: Recognizing the situation and setting goals. Part 2: Changing behavior. Part 3: Reinforcing the results. Let's take a look at the first step, setting realistic goals, by first accurately recognizing the situation. Many people think that their behavior is determined by their personality traits. For example, they think they are socially awkward because they are introverted, they cannot concentrate on their studies because they lack self-discipline, and so on. But this book tells us that in fact, the situation we are in has a more significant impact on our behavior. Some people are able to stick to certain behaviors because they create situations for themselves that allow desired behaviors to occur continuously while staying away from situations that cause unwanted behaviors. This may sound all too abstract, so let's look at an example. Imagine a scenario where you are trying to quit drinking and your friend invites you to a cocktail party. You can't say no to your friend's kind invitation. At the party, one friend brings you a glass of wine and says, "Here, have a drink." When you finish this drink, another friend comes along and invites you to have another drink. At this point, you want to refuse, but your friend insists, so you have to drink another glass. This happens several times, so you have more than a few drinks and end up getting drunk. Your plan to stop drinking suffers a setback. But without the tempting situation at the cocktail party, you wouldn't have thought about drinking. You drink more than you should due to attending the cocktail party, and that's the impact the situation makes on you. Our behavior occurs in a specific situation. The authors divide the situations into 2 elements. The events that come before a behavior is called antecedents, and the events that come after a behavior is called consequences. The authors point out that human behavior is influenced by antecedents and consequences. Antecedents are the setting events in which a behavior occurs, which cue the person to act in a certain way. Consequences are feedbacks obtained after the behavior is completed, which influence whether the person will repeat a certain behavior. The authors use the ABC paradigm to explain the interaction between behaviors and situations. Letter A represents antecedent cues or stimuli, letter B represents behavior, and letter C for consequences of behavior. The ABC paradigm tells us that if we want certain behaviors to occur, say running or